Nnamdi Kanu speaks on Imo government's role in arrest of ex-governor Okorocha's son-in-law. Says IPOB is vindicated. Welcome to the news, and thank you for tuning in to listen. Kanu noted that he had long before now made a point that the chilling atrocities perpetrated in Imo State were the handwork of politicians and not by IPOB. Nnamdi Kanu, the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, has stated that the incident in Imo State where policemen attached to the government house engaged in a controversial invasion of church premises and arrest of Uche Nwosu, a son-in-law to the former governor of Imo State in the person of Rochas, has vindicated IPOB. Well, about this one, the news, of course, by now, the news is already everywhere. The news has made the Nigerian police a popular topic, and it is not for good. Had it been there making them a popular topic? In fact, two news in this week that made the Nigerian police popular. One of them is the arrest on the 26th of December by the Nigerian police in commando style in an Anglican church, St. Patrick's Anglican Church in Nnamdi local government. They went there in commando style. A church where there are going to be children, they're going to be aged, they're going to be young, they're going to be sick. People with hypertension, of course, they will come and celebrate. And it is actually on a Sunday. It is on a Sunday. It is actually on a Sunday that this thing is going to happen. Now, they came in, shot sporadically, and actually drag this man, as in the pictures I was saying, he was not with his clothes, and was saying, he reached like that. Yes, I'm not even a supporter of former, in fact, which politician are they support? I'm not even a supporter. We all know Rochas' story. But that withstanding, I am saying that it does not warrant. This man has not even been convicted. He was not invited. They did not tell him that, okay, come, let us see you. Somebody leveled something against you, or somebody accused you of something. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. What happened was that they came to that church. That was the first time ever. They did not inform him of coming. They did not even, okay, I came. Okay, the church is still on. Let's hang around. No. They went and they started shooting sporadically, and they dragged this man out. That was what happened. And now, after that incident, that is one. The second one was, I think, in Ekiti State. A policeman was actually run over by a police patrol van when they were chasing some suspected internet fraudsters. Do you see that the police, they have been in the news for what? For bad reasons. I've said it before. You see that incident? That one concerning how they went to a church premises. And me, I'm not even saying, okay, fine, the church premises. I am saying, what if somebody have died? What if you have killed some people? What if the youth have heard the gunshot and come outside and say, what is going on here? And something happens. They will say it is unknown gunmen, as they always say, or it is the ESN, or it is the IPOB. They are calling. It is not the first time that we have heard that these people go to people's houses. In fact, while I am still saying the police did their own, the army also did their own. Going into people's houses in Kanu East and in Kanu West local government area of Enugu State to bring people, to even shoot people, drag people out by 12 a.m., as in 12 a.m., when people are coming back from the church and also preparing to go for church service. Can you see that we have lost it in this country? Let's find out what the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra has to say. The news in detail. Kanu noted that he had long before now made a point that child atrocities perpetrated in Imo State were the handiwork of politicians and not by IPOB, as allegedly claimed. Speaking through his lawyer, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, who visited him in the detention of the Department of State Services, DSS, Kanu stated that more criminal gangs ravaging the Southeast would be exposed and shamed. In an update on the visit sent to Sahara reporters on Thursday, Ejiofor noted that Kanu again warned and place the curse on the enemies of IPOD and detractors of a cause of the agitation. Ejiofor said, I undertook our routine visit to Nnamdi today. I did so exclusively. In the course of my visit, both of us engaged in fruitful discussion that substantially bordered on the legal strategy we would deploy at the next court sitting on the 18th of January 2022. I also briefed Nnamdi on a number of subsidiary but very important issues. He consistently laid emphasis on discipline and obedience to the hierarchy of command and maintained that his position on this is definite and unshifting. Further, he made a point for the consumption of millions of his supporters that the recent development in Imo State signifies a clear message to Umuchineke that Chukwu Okike Abiama predominates in all human affairs and will continue to rule in the affairs of men. The recent stunning revelation in Imo State vindicates Nnamdi entirely. He has long before now made a point that the chilling atrocities perpetrated in Imo State by agents of darkness are the handwork of politicians who are their mastermind and paymasters. Nnamdi has therefore exhorted Umuchineke and his followers in general to remain calm, law-abiding, focused, and peaceful in all their undertakings. He predicted that many more criminal gangs ravaging our land will sooner than later gravitate to their deserving and ignoble end. He was also emphatic on the need for Umuchineke to be circumspect in their words and action. He admonished Umuchineke and his other followers in general to be externally vigilant in all they do and to show conscious restraint and forbearance at all times. He warned that enemies of struggle are sundry and varied, and that they constantly evolve devious strategies to inflict anarchy and mayhem on the polity. When they actualize their evil plan in any instance, they knowingly instigate a false propaganda and lay blame for what they have done on the doorstep of members of IPOB. Nnamdi has also today cursed the persons concerned and has declared that internal predation would be their reward. The new year offers us hope, renewed hope in Chukwu Okike Abiama. It will herald divine grace and favor of unimaginable proportions. Abiding grace and miraculous happenings will punctuate it. Sorrow and sighing shall take a sudden and unremitting flight. Chukwu Okike Abiama being abiding with us, we shall reap and appropriate beneficially comprehensive victory on all sides. So this is looking like a good news to them. And of course, why is it looking like a good news? I still feel something has to be done for those who are going to people's houses in the name of looking for criminals in the dead of the night. What are they looking for? For me, those soldiers should be fined, sanctioned, and disciplined. On those notes, we have come to the end of this. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come here next time, enjoy the rest of your day.